What really happened when I got lost in the woods as a kid? When I was 5 years old, my parents took my older brother and me camping at a remote lake in the Sierra Nevada. It became a family legend, the day I wandered into the woods and disappeared. My mom was napping, my dad was fishing, and suddenly I was gone. Rangers organized a search as the sun started setting, and an hour later, they found me sitting calmly on a fallen log a mile away, completely unharmed. That entire day is blank in my mind. No fear, no memories, nothing. Just a story everyone else remembered for me. 25 years later, my husband surprised me with a birthday camping trip. The campground he booked looked beautiful, quiet, rustic, surrounded by pine trees. Then he told me the name of the lake, Mirror Lake, the same place from my childhood story. My mom confirmed it happily on the phone, saying maybe I could finally see where I got lost. Something about her voice sounded nervous, but I ignored it. We arrived Friday evening. The forest smelled damp and alive, and the lake looked like glass. At the small wooden office sat the campground manager, a bearded man named Jed. The moment he saw me, he smiled slowly and said, "Back again?" I laughed and told him I hadn't been there since I was 5. He nodded and handed me a key. "Site 17, he said. "Same one your folks had." I felt uneasy but told myself he must keep old records. The next morning, things got strange. As I made coffee, Jed walked past and casually said, "You always liked pancakes with blueberries." "I don't like blueberries." Later, when I dropped my pocket knife, he suddenly appeared beside me and handed it back. "Still clumsy, huh, Missy?" he said, using a childhood nickname no one had called me in decades. I hadn't heard him walk up. That night, we sat by the fire when Jed appeared again at the edge of the light. He said it was a quiet night, just like the last time I was there, except my parents had been yelling. That made no sense. My parents never yelled. When I told him I didn't remember anything, he chuckled softly and said, "Trauma makes the brain hide things." Then his expression changed. "You weren't found by the trail," he said. "You were in the old hunting cabin, and you weren't alone." My chest tightened as he explained. A drifter had been living in that cabin. When Jed burst inside, the man was staring at me, and I was staring right back. According to him, I calmly pointed at the stranger and said, "That's the man who's going to hurt me." Police later searched the cabin and found photos of children, proof the man was dangerous. My parents begged everyone to hide the truth so I could grow up without fear. So the story became that I simply got lost. Jed stood and looked into the dark forest. "Here's what never made sense," he said. "That cabin isn't near any trail. You can't just stumble onto it." He paused, watching me carefully. "You ran a mile straight to that place, like you knew he was there."